I'm not going anywhere.
I've already had
Okay, so I'll hand over. Let me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really interesting thing. I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't have time to register. But when I came back today, I thought that was going to be one of the things I really wanted to do because it seemed really interesting and probably got enormous amounts of applications. We were involved in nightclubs and dating is one of the aspects we've been looking at quite closely. I think it's a really interesting idea that might have some very good applications within.
I think it's really exciting. I've really enjoyed taking part in it. When I remember to click, I generally tend to click in between locations, but I'm getting the hang of it now. And I just think it's a fantastic idea, being able to come and see all these connections on here and how busy it is in certain places. It's just, yeah, brilliant, really exciting. So much potential as well for these applications.
Well, I'm working in the education and technology sector. One of the in research and development, and one of the things that I thought as soon as I saw it was how potentially appropriate it could be for the classroom.
Yes.
So that excited me very much. And so I've been speaking with some of your colleagues around coming down and seeing us and seeing how we might be able to use it within research purposes for education. So I think it's great. I think it's absolutely super. What I particularly like is this whole notion of making the invisible layer visible.
I see.
And I think it does that very successfully, and obviously the notion of connecting people when they have agreed to use the technology,
yes,
as opposed to them being surveyed, them being
yes,
tagged in ways that are more covert and are more invisible. I don't find that a good thing. However, I do think the timeline works really well and benefits people in terms of the social networking that it provides.
Okay, so how did you find the whole system, the kind of RFID, the tracking? I mean, what were you interested in originally when you
I came in not really understanding what it did, and it was only through watching it on the screen, then going home last night and having a play that I realised. And it was entirely seamless, it worked, you know, I have to say it was quite impressive. I haven't quite kind of drilled down into what I can do with it yet. And I mean, from what I understand, I'm actually going to be able to kind of reclaim time in a slightly TiVo sort of a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was
what were your thoughts about kind of the use of RFID as a technology there? I mean, a lot of people are kind of quite concerned about RFID as the sort of the next Big Brother system.
Yeah, I mean, one of the interesting things about the pitches which were made in the little sort of workshoppy game at the end of the afternoon was that of the 5 pitches made, I think 4 would need RFID to make them work. I mean, I think it's no more scary than any other locating technology. You know, if a bad government wants to abuse it, they will. But I can see the more beneficial uses than damaging ones.
By making everything open and transparent, we were kind of removing any elements of mistrust and kind of conspiracy behind the project. Even though we can understand there's a lot of viewpoints that the RFIDs are kind of a gateway to total tracking. I mean, it's very kind of invasive. I think a different step has to be taken before it becomes truly invasive. For example, like they had with the Mexican Prime Minister with subcutaneous implants for tracking. I don't think we're kind of anywhere near that stage yet, and I think there'll be other cultural and social issues before that becomes a factor in projects like this, or even the whole adoption and acceptance of RFID. not that I'm really shilling for it. It's just, as far as we're concerned, it was a platform that could achieve an end for something we wanted to try, and I think it has provided a lot of benefits for people during this event.
Exciting to see the actual project working and people wandering around and testing this project. And I think we got pretty good feedback, and I think it was doing this whole effort.
Hey, thanks very much.
And we're looking forward to seeing the recordings of the sessions because we missed everything.
Yeah, but you can tag it,
yeah, it's everything's we're going to take the recordings and associated them with everyone's timeline. So all the points in time that people have bookmarked and flagged as being interesting, they'll be able to review and listen to again. And this is basically the only way we're going to see anything at b.TWEEN 06.
Yeah, thank you to you for coming along, and hopefully we'll see you again next year. Couple of, can you all remember to hand in your RFID tags when you leave, because they're expensive and something leave them back. And also, can you please fill in your feedback forms, because it's really useful to us to see what you thought of the event. Thank you.